Okay, welcome back to the channel, guys. So today I'm gonna be using a duvet cover as my material. There's plenty of fabric in here. So this was gotten from a charity store and it only cost me £3. So it was a no-brainer. As soon as I saw it, I knew what I wanted to make with this. So yeah, so there's plenty of fabric here, so I'm just gonna take it apart to start with, and then we can start the sewing. So I will be right back once I have my fabric all figured out. Okay, so the fabric is not folded into four, so that's 1, 2. Hope you can see that. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so folded into 4, I've sectioned off a bit at the top, so this is where I'm gonna be starting from. All the measurements will start from here. So I want the kaftan to the sleeves like to reach my elbow at least, so the width is gonna be quite wide. So to start off, I think the width I want to use is gonna be about 20, which would give me enough. So let's say we'll reach up to there, so 20, and this is gonna be like a one size fits all kaftan. It's gonna be quite big. So yeah, and so for the neckline, I'm gonna be using the depth, so both the back and the front are gonna be the same thing. So the depth is gonna be, now to be safe, I'm gonna use 8. So that's the depth, and then the width is gonna be, I'm gonna use 4. Okay, 4 inches, and then connect that. That's gonna be a V-shaped neckline. So the back, like I said, the back and the front are the same thing, right? So, and then next thing you need is your sleeve opening. I'm gonna be using about 12. So 12. Okay. It's very simple style, you don't need a lot of measurement. And then from here, so from here, which is 20, I think I'm gonna come in, it's gonna be like 18. So here, come in a little bit, so that's 18 right there, which will reduce the size of the dress a little bit. And then this is where the underarm curve is going to be. So you can choose to reduce it more if you want it to have a bit more shape. So you can come in, you know, even further. Let's say maybe even 16 at this point. So your width, the width of the dress is then going to be 16 instead of the 18. So that will give it a little bit more, a bit more tapered. Okay, so there you go. So this is 8, this is 16. So we started with 20, remember? And now this is 18. So we're gonna use this as our underarm curve. So this is 18 is where you're gonna take all the way down to the length of the dress. So my entire length is 60 inches plus hemming allowance, you know, so if you, depending on how long you want your kaftan to be, but I'm gonna be using 60 for mine. So this measurement 16, I'm gonna take it all the way to the bottom, and that's gonna be the width going forward from the underarm section. Okay, it's a very simple style, you don't need to stress about it. And then we just need to connect the lines. Okay, so this is the sleeve, where it's gonna be, connect that. Okay, and then these ones, you want to take that down as well, where the 16 inches, connect that. And then you need to draw your underarm curve clearly from here. So this is where your underarm curve is going to be. Okay, so remember that. I hope you can see that clearly. So you just need to use that point here to draw your underarm curve and take that right to the end. and then just connect the rest of the line. So you can pull your shoulder slant if you want, but for this style it's not really essential. So but if you wish to put your shoulder slant, that's also fine. Okay. Okay, so this is the pattern cut out, both front and back, and this is what it should look like. So as you can see, it's really quite big. Okay, so this is gonna be a big. You can reduce the size, it's up to you, but yeah, this is what I want. And I think I'm gonna open the neckline a little bit more. It looks a little too tight right here, so I think I might open that a little bit more. Okay, so for the facing, the neckline facing, both the back and front are gonna be the same. So you just need the fabric folded like so. You need enough to just cover the neckline. Place your folded neckline on the fabric like so. Make sure it's right on the edge. Folded edge on folded edge. That's the secret. So make sure you have enough to go extend beyond the V neckline. I don't have so much, so if you have more width, then that's fine, you can use that. And then this line you want to add a little bit extra. So this one I did originally, I didn't do it correctly, but never mind that. So, and then you want to add about how many inches? Let's just even want to add 2 inches all the way around. Okay, 2 inches from the bottom to the top. So 2 inches, and then just connect that. And this would be your neckline facing. So the first cut is gonna be right here. That's the V-neck that we're cutting. Okay, and then you cut right up onto the edge like so. And then the second cut is the extra bit that we need for the facing. Just the extra length for the facing. And in the end you're going to end up with something that looks like this. So that's just the V for the V neckline. Okay, so this is what you're going to end up having, which is perfect. That's what we need. Okay, okay, so to do the facing, you need to just place the facing on top like so. Make sure right side is facing right side. There you go. And then just sew right on the edge, V, and then all the way back up. Okay, so where the V is, you want to snip it right to the sewing point. So you want to just snip. Make sure you don't cut the line you're sewing. You can do that and sew straight. So that allows you to open up that place. So now what you want to do is sew on the what's this called again? Jeez. Sew on the seam allowance. So you fold this up like so, and you want to sew right on the edge here, and then when you get here you're gonna do it in this way. fold it straight. Okay, so make sure you're sewing on the allowance again, and then you're just gonna sew straight down as well. So that's why we cut it here, so that it's a lot easier for you to do. Sew all the way straight. So this is the facing. It's not done, so you just need to iron it, fold it back, iron it in place, and everything will look perfect. Okay, so I've added pocket pieces because I wanted to have pockets. So if you want pockets, you can go ahead and do the same thing. So I'm just gonna attach both together now. So this is right side, and making sure it's facing right side. Okay. So just finish pinning everything together, and then this pocket as well, and then I'm gonna leave an opening, like a slit about this much on the side for walking. Okay, so the sides, the shoulders, the sides have been sewn, and then I left a slit right at the bottom, so you want to do that as well. I think from the so it's about, how many inches? It's about 10 inches from the bottom. So just to have an opening for walking, and then I will hem it up to this point, so it'll be a lot less opening. So this will be hemmed anyway, so it's just a little bit of opening, just enough. So now what's left to do is just to finish up the sleeves. The sleeves is easy, so I'm just gonna roll it in twice, so that all the way around, repeat for the other side, and then hem to finish off. So once you do all that, that's pretty much it. The boo-boo is ready, and off you go. So I'm gonna show you the finished item in a minute. So just do a bit of tidying up here and there, just hem and finish the sleeves, and Bob's your uncle. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you do share with your friends and family, and I'll see you on my next tutorial.